Hey, my name is Matt Johnson, and today I'm going to be showing you how to quickly and easily transcribe and add captions to your videos using DaVinci Resolve. To start, open up DaVinci Resolve, and you're going to want to make sure that you're on at least version 18.5, because that is the version where Blackmagic added automatic caption support. And in addition, you will need to be using the studio version, because this auto captions feature is sadly not included with the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Then, with Resolve open, you first need to edit a video and be basically done with it and ready to export, because adding captions is going to be the final step that you take before you export your video. The reason it's the final step is that if you end up needing to make any changes to your video, especially to the length of it, you are going to need to recreate these captions again so they sync properly with your video's audio. All right, let's pretend that this video I have on my timeline here, some toasts from a wedding that I filmed, is already edited and I'm ready to add captions to it and export it. First, you need to have Resolve use AI to automatically add captions to your video. And to do this, make sure that you are on the edit page and that your timeline is open. And then look through all the audio tracks on your timeline and confirm that these are the tracks that you want to make captions for. The reason that I recommend that you check your audio tracks is that if, for example, you say you have an audio track with someone speaking that you don't want captions for, maybe there's a TV playing in the background or someone speaking quietly and you don't Resolve to accidentally make captions of what that person is saying. Or in this case here, maybe it is toast and you have on-camera audio, which are these two first audio tracks, which I'm going to want to mute because I do not want to create captions from the on-camera audio. I want to make captions from the audio recorder that I use to record high-quality audio so I can get better quality captions that are more accurate. So do not stress, you can temporarily mute your audio tracks and then unmute them after you create captions if you want to. Just clean up your audio if you can, and that's going to make captions a little bit easier to make. Now let's create some captions. You're going to want to go up to the timeline menu at the top and select Create Subtitles from Audio. That's going to bring up this Create Subtitles from Audio dialog box, and here you have some settings. First, you can choose your language that the people are speaking for your captions. You have a lot of choices here, but I would leave it on auto unless Resolve gets confused. Whenever you create captions on auto, you can look at them, and then if it looks weird, feel free to go back in here and change your caption language to something manual, which should make things more accurate. Next, you can choose a caption preset. You have some options here, including the default, teletext, or Netflix if you're uploading a video to Netflix. For most videos, though, you should be fine with subtitle default. Next, you have maximum characters per line, and by default, you should be fine with 42, but feel free to lower this number if you want less text on your screen at a time. Then you have lines, and this is where you can choose if you want one line of captions or 2 lines of captions. Completely up to you. I'm a fan of single for simplicity and cleanliness, but feel free to bump it up to 2 if you have someone speaking a lot and you want to have more text on the screen. Lastly, you have gap between subtitles, and this is a setting where you can choose how many frames you want between your subtitles. By default, I would leave this set to 0, and you're going to be fine with that. Now, with all those settings dialed in, go on ahead and click Create. And whenever you do that, Resolve is going to analyze all of your audio files from your timeline in the background and create subtitles from them. Depending on the speed of your computer and the length of your video, this may take a little while. With my computer, at least a 10-minute video takes about 30 seconds to analyze, but like I said, there are a lot of factors that can influence how long it will take, so just be patient. With that, your subtitles are created, and notice that Resolve has created a new track called Subtitle 1 up here at the top of your timeline above all of your other video tracks. And you can now zoom in and out on your timeline and see all of these captions. And in my experience, by default, Resolve makes some pretty accurate captions that look really, really good. Of course, I would always recommend playing through your captions and making sure that they look their best and are accurate, but don't stress. You do not need to go here on the timeline and drag your playhead through every single video caption like, okay, that looks good, and this one looks good. No, that's gonna take forever, okay? Resolve gives you a much easier way of doing things. All you have to do is go and click on one of your subtitles, and then over here on the right in the inspector panel, I want you to notice that whenever you select a caption, it's going to switch to this subtitle menu, which has not only the subtitle that you clicked on listed, but every single other subtitle. You can go and click through them and see them, and then if you want to edit them, all you have to do is go up here and click and be like, oh, actually I meant to say and. Okay, cool. And then you can fix it, which is really cool. So this is a great way for you to be able to read through all of your subtitles very quickly and confirm that they all look good. And side note, by the way, if you want even more visibility, go up here and click this little down arrow here. If you're only seeing this much subtitles, click this little down arrow, boom. You can read a lot more subtitles here on the right, which makes going through things so much quicker and easier. Now, here's where you need to make a decision because you have two options. You need to decide whether you want to bake your captions into your video where they will always be visible and actually be a part of the video itself, or you can have your captions saved to a separate file, also known as a Sidecar file that can be uploaded to YouTube or Facebook, etc. I typically go with the second Sidecar file approach, so we'll cover that first and then circle back to baking in your captions. Creating a Sidecar file is super easy. All you have to do is, once you have your captions looking good like you want, go up to File, Export, Subtitle. Then name your subtitle file. In this case, we'll call it Wedding Toasts, and click Save. I want you to notice that this subtitles file is being saved as a .srt file. This SRT file will be accepted by pretty much any video playback platform and enable you to toggle your captions on and off. I usually save this SRT file in a Captions folder that I make inside my video project folder that does all my video and audio clips for the project that I'm editing. That way I always know where it is. And then if you want to upload your Captions SRT file to your YouTube video, all you have to do is locate your Captions file, then go to your YouTube Studio, then to edit your video, go to the Subtitles button here, go to this little 3 dots and select Upload File with timing, press Continue, select your SRT file, and then that will be uploaded to YouTube, and then people can toggle it on and off while they are watching your YouTube video. Now, before we go on, I need to tell you about this video's sponsor, my friends at Artlist, and their new Artlist tools, an incredibly powerful collection of plugins and extensions for your video editing software that are going to help you edit faster and easier than ever before. Let's say I'm editing a video in Premiere Pro and I'm ready to start looking for music for it. Well, instead of needing to browse Artlist's website, find a song that I like, then go through the process of downloading it with my web browser and importing it into Premiere, instead, because I downloaded the Artlist Hub app earlier today, that installed a whole suite of powerful tools right inside my editing software. I can go right up here in my window menu, select the Artlist library extension, and suddenly I can browse and search all of the music and sound effects from Artlist's entire catalog directly from Premiere Pro. And whenever I'm ready to download a song to use in my video, all I have to do is click the download button and it will immediately be imported into the program, ready for me to drag it to my timeline. And that's not all. I can also create AI voiceovers directly in Premiere Pro as well, tweaking the language, emotion, and really dialing in how they sound very quickly. On the other hand, if I've already recorded a video of myself talking, but I want to emphasize a certain moment, another Artlist tool that is automatically installed is the AI Assistant that will automatically zoom in and out to emphasize important moments and also remove any silences whenever I'm speaking, tightening up the audio and helping keep the audience's attention. These are things that I would normally do in my editing process anyways, but are very time consuming, and suddenly it just takes a few clicks. Now, regardless of which video editing software that you use, it doesn't have to be Premiere Pro. Artlist tools also include a wide variety of plugins that will easily add some very cool effects, like film grain, lens flares, and glows that in the past have taken a lot of work to build from scratch, but are now included as very easily editable presets in your editing software. So sign up today at my link in the video description for an Artlist Max plan and get access to Artlist tools, enabling you to edit your videos faster than ever before. All right, we've covered how to create a separate file that includes your captions. Let's now tackle how to burn captions into your video so that they will always be visible. And this is actually super simple to do and is a great way to heavily customize your captions if you want to give them a specific look. To do this, you're going to go back to this Captions inspector over here on the right in Resolve, but instead of leaving things on this Caption tab, you're going to want to select Track, because the Caption tab is great for editing one individual caption, but if you edit something on the Caption tab, that isn't going to affect all of the rest of your captions, which is a bummer. You ideally want to edit all of the formatting of every single one of your captions at once. So over here on this Track tab now, that is where you can do that by doing things like adjusting the font. You can go through and be like, oh wow, look at this. You can actually see it changing as you scrub over it, which is super cool. I absolutely love it. What if we're like, ooh, Comic Sans? Yeah, that sounds great, right? Look at that. That's the look for a wedding that you want here, right? And then you can get more advanced, like adjusting the stroke outline, where in this case it's white, but if we make it black here, and increase the size a little bit, suddenly you have that nice outline on the text, so it's really easy to see it. I'm sorry, I can't handle that I'm doing Comic Sans here. This is fantastic. You can add a drop shadow to it with a little bit of an offset, so you got a little shadow if you want. You can add a background if you want to, so you can have a nice little outline in behind it, so that way something that's kind of looking like a TikTok or something like that, right? We're getting a lot of customization. Looks really, really cool with this. With that done, you can now click through your captions and see that all of them have been updated in this really hideous way. Okay, please do not use Comic Sans. It's a little gross. I can't even look at it. Okay, so we're gonna go over here like Arial. Nice, safe Arial, select that. Of course, if you wanna make more in-depth changes to individual captions, maybe you want to capitalize some words or change their color to emphasize them, that's really easy to do too. All you have to do is go over to the caption tab again, and let's say we're like, actually, I want tonight to be like capitalized, right? So we're like, tonight. Whoa, okay, cool. Suddenly that is popping. And then if you want to adjust just this specific caption and the formatting for this part, it's really easy. All you have to do is check this customize caption box, and then you can change the font for this specific caption. Or if we're like, you know what, actually, I want tonight to be red. We're like, yeah, look at that. Tonight. Thanks for attending tonight. Really nice and emphasized. Make it a little bit bigger too, like tonight. There you go. You can do that. You have a ton of control using this customized caption box right here. With that done, the last thing you need to do is export your finished video. And to do that, you're going to use a process called burning the captions into the video to make sure they're actually a part of the video file itself and are shown whenever your video is played. To do that, all you have to do is go down here to the rocket ship deliver page at the bottom, and then go through your normal video export process. So choose your file name, choose all of these settings. Side note, by the way, if you want to know the absolute best settings for exporting videos in DaVinci Resolve, and if you want to download my free export presets for Resolve that are going to save you a ton of time, I have another video showing you all of the best export settings with those presets that I'll link to down in the video description for you to check out. In this case, though, I'm going to choose one of these presets. Boop. Okay, there's all the best settings. And now there is one more step that you need to take to burn the subtitles into the video. And to do that, you're going to want to go down here to the very, very, very bottom left to subtitle settings, hit this drop down, scroll down a little bit, check export subtitle because we're going to want to export our subtitles. And instead of choosing format as a separate file, you're going to want to select burn into video. Whenever you do that, your subtitles are going to be saved to the actual exported video file. And then all you have to do is select add to render queue, render all, and your video is going to be exported with all of your captions burned into it. With that, you now know how to quickly and easily create captions in DaVinci Resolve. If you want to learn even more about video editing, I would highly recommend checking out my edit videos like a pro guide. This guide is completely free and will show you some of the biggest tips that took me years to learn as a video editor. I highly recommend downloading it at the link down in the video description. Please consider liking this video and subscribing if you want to see more videos about video editing and filmmaking in the future. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.